Underage, as in illegal.
No, there's no one underage in here. We check all their IDs.
All right, just make sure you keep it that way.
Sorry?
All right, let's go.
Wait.
Hey, all right, you do that's enough.
All right, guys.
I said break it up. Hey, you're under arrest. Come here.
Matty, you all right?
Do I look all right?
Hey, what's going on?
You know these two?
This one's from out of town. He's a regular.
All right, keep him under control in future or you could lose your licence. Now get him cleaned up and you're coming down the station.
That asshole was hitting on my girlfriend.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have brought her to a dive like this in the first place. Where is she now?
Leave him alone!
Maddie?
He didn't start it, Dad, I swear.
Dad?
It was that creep you let go that started it. Carl was just trying to get him out of my face.
Maddie, just stay out of this, will you?
He didn't do anything wrong, and now you treat him like a criminal.
Maddie, he belted someone right in front of me. What did you want me to do, pretend that I didn't notice?
That slime bag got what was coming to him.
I'll take this one if you want to.
You're great, Susie, thanks. Listen, who is this guy? And what does it matter to you? What happens to him?
Are you kidding? He came across from Perth with me.
You mean as in he's with you? What did your mother have to say about this?
She had no say in it. She and Frank hated Kyle, but I thought you'd understand.
Listen, sweetheart, you're going to have to give me some time to get used to the idea, okay?
He's really intelligent, and he's got the greatest smile. You really like him, Dad.
Tell me what you're looking for. I'll help you look.
How about you tell me what you were doing at Shorty's nightclub?
What do you think I was doing there?
We'll do the questions.
Well,
I was looking for work.
work? What kind of work do you do?
I'm a composer. Like music, you know?
Music to biff by?
I'm a DJ. I burn stuff I compose at home onto CDs, then I mix it with rap and hip-hop with a keyboard and a computer.
So did you get the gig?
The manager said he'd give me a tryout. Although, after all of this, who knows?
Well, things might be looking a bit rosier for you, Kyle, if you'd kept your fists in your pockets.
I was protecting your daughter, okay?
My daughter would not have needed protecting from anybody if you hadn't taken her to that fester pit in the first place. She's 17 years old, mate. And you may get a summons in the next couple of weeks.
Summons? What for?
Assault.
That sucks. That seriously sucks.
Oh, hang on, Maddie. I want to see what your dad's going to say first.
Marissa, what are you doing here? Did we... Yellow chicken curry, I completely forgot.
Your father and I are supposed to go to Asian cooking class.
Oh, sorry, I got caught up in all this and...
I don't need to explain. Maddie's filming with all the gory details.
OK, so you've met then?
We're all friends. And this must be the coolest guy on the planet.
I didn't say that.
I'm Marissa.
Hi, Kyle.
Look, we could still make it if I just get a wriggle on here.
Don't be silly. You go home with Maddie. She's come thousands of k's to see you.
OK, well, how about dinner tomorrow night at our place and you guys can get a chance to meet properly?
I'd love that. We'll see you two tomorrow.
Okay, bye, Marie.
Sorry.
See you.
OK. How about we get you home?
Kyle's got to go back to the club.
What for?
I was looking for a job, remember?
Yeah. All right, and while we're there, we'll talk to the guy you hit and ask if he wants to lodge a complaint. Oi. That must be your lucky day, sport.
What about the job? Did the manager say anything about the job?
Yeah. He said to tell you to come back tomorrow night and he'll give you a tryout.
Yes! I knew he could tell how good you were.
OK, come on, Maddie, I'll give you a lift home if you like.
No, that's okay. I'll go with Kyle.
In this thing? Is this yours? Is it roadworthy?
I bought it from a brother. It got us all the way from Perth. Yep, it's a single mattress.
Yes, I can understand how you feel, Rachel, but what I'm trying to say is it was nothing to do with me in the first place. Here. Yeah, I'll put her on. Maddie, any words to your mum, please?
Hi, Mum.
Come.
Take it she's not too happy about things.
Oh, it's all my fault, of course. I must have somehow managed to convince her to come here. Doesn't matter that she's 3,000 k's away. I only get to speak to her once a month. And there is one thing I agree with her on, though.
He doesn't seem too bad.
Oh, you reckon?
He's fine, he's a kid.
Should have seen my first boyfriend, to think what my parents thought of him.
Oh, I'm sure he's a lovely bloke.
He's a tattooed sex fiend. Brett!
Come on, babe. Don't let it get to you.
I really do hate her. Can you tell her I'm never going back again?
I think we'd better sleep on that. We might talk about that in the morning.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea, eh?
I might call it a night too. Nice to meet you, Carl.
Right, you too. OK. Come, Matty, I'll show you where the spare room is. Kyle, I think you'll find that couch is quite comfortable once you get used to it. I'll bring you some blankets.
That's cool. I'll sleep in the passion wagon.
The passion wagon?
The van.
That you both came across from Perth in?
Yeah. It's quite comfortable once you get used to it. Night, babe.
You actually made him sleep outside.
No, he chose to sleep outside. I offered him the couch. You got something to say about that, Jonesy?
No, mate, it's none of my business. It's your future son-in-law.
Over my dead body.
I can understand you doing that. She is very young.
What, 17, are you kidding?
So you have got something to say?
Jonesy, you might be putting the foot down a little bit harder if it was your daughter.
Well, how old were you when you started having sex?
You're getting personal.
Ben?
Well, I was 18, if you must know, and yes, I was happily married.
Ah, that's right. I was forgetting.
You were married at 18?
Yeah, it was, only for a minute.
Yeah, it all started with a tambourine, didn't it?
Yes, can I help you?
My daughter didn't come home last night. I'm really worried about her. I told Renee she could stay at a friend's place. Look, she's done it before and there's never been any problem. She usually comes home in time to get ready for work.
And this time she didn't turn up?
I rang the Moody's, but there was no answer. I thought she might have gone straight to work, but she wasn't there either. I'm so worried.
I should tell you, though, that more often than not in these cases, the missing person just forgot to let her mum know what she was doing.
You will look for her, though, won't you?
Of course.
You wouldn't have a photograph of Renee, would you, Mrs. Conant?
I do, as a matter of fact. I brought one with me just in case you needed it.
And how old is she?
17.
We will do everything we can to find her. I promise. Well, we tracked down the girl that she visited, Lauren Mooney. As far as she knew, Renee was headed straight home when she left her place.
What about the father? You said they were separated.
Yeah, he's still in Mount Thomas. They split up a couple of years ago.
And couldn't get him on the phone. He's a commercial traveller, spends a lot of time on the road.
Is there a possibility she might have run off to be with her dad? I'm told it does happen.
Oh, Dad,
I understand you do a show of Renee Conant.
Oh, why'd you stop chasing him then?
Because he was a little kid that gave us the finger. He wasn't knocking off a server.
Oh, just as well. You wouldn't have caught him if you had.
Check it. OK. Thanks for your help. That was the last one on the list. So none of her friends have seen her since yesterday afternoon when she came home from work.
Yeah, I still reckon she's run off somewhere with her boyfriend.
Might give her father mobile another call.
So you've hurt yourself. You've pulled something.
Pulled anything. I'm just stretching.
You should really get some exercise, PJ.
Joe, I don't need exercise.
Hey, why don't you come for a jog with me in the morning? Gets a bit lonely out there on your own.
Yeah, that sounds great. Do you want to pick us up at our place?
Us?
Yeah, what, around 6-ish or something? Great.
Hi.
My gorgeous dinner companion. I'm out of here, guys. Just a second.
See ya.
Are you serious? You don't do it ever till you're married.
Not if you're in the salvos.
So you and Ben have never...
Kyle? More potatoes?
Yeah. Man, I wouldn't last a week.
A day more like it.
Well, I haven't heard you complain.
Kyle, would you like to offer Marissa some more potatoes?
No, it's okay, I'm fine.
No thanks. My body's a temple.
Of doom.
So, Maddie, tell us, what are your plans for the future? Your man says you're interested in a music career.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe you want to get into the conservatorium then, I suppose.
I was going to sit for the con, but I changed my mind.
Since when?
Since a few weeks ago. Carl reckons it would have been a big mistake.
Mm-hmm. And how do you figure that, Kyle?
Too much formal training takes away all your musical spontaneity. Those are the time I've got to get going.
Kyle's got a gig at Shorty's nightclub.
Oh, well, good luck then.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be seeing you, I guess.
And where do you think you're going?
You think I'm not going to be at Carl's tryout?
Yeah, I do. You're 17, that's underage.
Dad.
Maddie, I'm not giving you a hard time. That's the law.
I've got to go.
Go. Good luck. Love you.
Bye. Can't believe that a daughter of mine would end up with a goose like that.
I think he means well.
If you say so.
You should have more faith in it. She should be a good judge of character.
And why is that?
Well, she's your daughter. You're pretty choosy, aren't you?
Yeah. Well, I guess I am. You did sign the Articles of War when you joined up, didn't you? The sanctity of marriage and all that?
Uh-huh.
You're not thinking of deserting anytime soon?
Afraid not.
Okay. I'll wash. You dry.
Can we get this over and done with? I want to get home and have a cup of coffee before work.
It's great that he's so enthusiastic, isn't it? Go on.
Thought he'd be into a bit of exercise. Told me he loves wrestling.
Loves watching wrestling on television. Come, Pete!
Joe! Susie!
What?
Missing girls. No pony. I'll call the ambulance.
She's alive.
This is Constable Joe Parrish, Mount Thomas Police. We need an ambulance at Memorial Park.
That's not her.
What?
The mum showed us a photo. That's not Renee Coney.
Her name's Kerry Gill.
The parents are out of town. The father's getting back as soon as he can.
Did you talk to her?
Dr. Habibi thought it wasn't good at the moment. I mean, the girl is in a bit of a state.
Was she able to tell him what happened to her?
Apparently she's having trouble remembering anything at the moment. They ran some tests on a blood sample for us, though. There were traces of a drug known as gamma-hydroxybutyrate, or GHB. Yeah, anyway, an excessive dose can cause partial amnesia consistent with the girl's condition.
So, what, she was just out having a good time and things got out of hand?
I don't think so. There's a bite mark on her shoulder.
And it was more than just a love bite?
I'd say so.
No further word on the Coney girl?
No, we've checked all the transport companies operating in the area. No one's reported seeing any hitchhikers matching her description.
Did you circulate that photo?
Yeah, getting a copy to all the drivers now.
Ben, you better check out the front desk. Looks like someone's trying to break open the salvo tin.
Bit late on for rent money this week, were we?
There wouldn't be nothing here to pay the newspaper bill.
Yeah, I suppose people have got other things on their mind when they come in here. Listen, let's go for a walk. Leave that here. Come on.
Sure.
I'm not sure how to say what I want to say.
You don't have to be embarrassed, Ben. I knew I'd come to this eventually.
You did?
I've got no right to expect you to have the same principles as me. We can't work out the way things are going, and we both know it. We're on two different tracks, that's all. I'm really glad to have met you, though. Sergeant Stewart.
Likewise. Captain Craddock.
Well, I've got sinners to see. You better go and catch some crooks.
Yeah. Could I just ask you one thing?
Shoot.
Can you marry me? Can you marry me? You'll have your work cut out for you. I've been a terrible sinner.
You what?
You slow dog.
What's going on?
They're
getting married.
Thanks. So you give me a ring?
Yeah, I've cut it. They'll give us a chance.
Is that expensive? Because he can afford it. Where's it going to be?
Peach. Peach.
How much time?
Girls away. You can talk to her.
So, Kerry, why don't you tell us what happened?
I don't really know. I was at Shorty's, I can only remember bits.
What about drugs, Kerry? Did you take any that night?
No.
No. Are you sure? I mean, the place is notorious.
I swear, I never take drugs.
Okay, we believe you, but we're just trying to find out what happened. I mean, this isn't a drug bust. Okay? Now, Kerry, the doctor said that you had a bite mark on your shoulder. Do you have any idea how that happened?
Do you think that it's possible that someone forced themselves on you?
Could someone have spiked your drink? I mean, do you remember anyone buying you one at the club?
One guy kept trying to, but I wouldn't let him.
Do you remember what he looked like?
He was sort of good looking. Like too good looking, you know what I mean?
A bit of a sleazoid.
Yeah. He said that he worked in a gym.
Would you remember him if you saw him again?
I don't think so. Except... a diamond.
Diamond?
In his nose, he had a diamond stud in his nose.
So, Kerry, do you remember anything else? Well, what about when you were leaving the club?
Not much. Only...
It's okay, take your time.
I remember being held up, sort of. Like I couldn't walk properly.
By this bloke with a diamond?
I don't remember. Only I'd already told him to rack off, so maybe not. And there was a car. No, not a car, like a van.
Like a panel van?
Yeah.
And, did he drive you somewhere?
He raped me.
You heard what she said. The bloke who raped her was driving a panel van.
Benny, there are a lot of panel vans in town.
Except the one belonging to Maddie's so-called boyfriend happens to turn up in Mount Thomas the night before at the very place where Kerry was picked up.
She just ID'd this bloke with a stud in his nose.
Who she said she wouldn't have anything to do with.
As far as she remembers. I mean, the rest she said was a blank. Now, what if later on that night she did accept a drink from him?
Not me, sorry. She must have mistaken me for somebody else.
I don't think so. Yeah, I think a pretty boy like you thinks he's God's gift to women. He was such a pest, he told you to piss off.
No.
But you persisted and you persisted until eventually she allowed you to buy her a drink, all right?
No.
What about drugs, Scotty? Do a bit of dope, do you? A bit of fantasy every now and then? Liven things up?
Get real. Why don't you take a look at me, huh? I don't even drink.
Clean living. Interesting for a bloke who spends so much time at Shorty's nightclub.
I go there to dance. I don't touch drugs.
What about Kerry Gill? Maybe you put something in her drink when she wasn't looking.
She remembers you, Scotty. Very clearly.
So what? I talk to lots of chicks.
She's in hospital. She's been raped. What sort of car do you drive?
Miss Sylvia. Look, I offered her a drink, all right? But she wasn't having any. She was more interested in the wax stacker. He was hitting on her.
Kyle Madigan, the guy that gave you this the other night.
I don't know what his name is. The guy's got an attitude problem, that's all I know.
What do you want to talk to him about?
Well, we're just making some inquiries about an incident that happened last night. We just want to ask you some questions, that's all.
What sort of questions? What's Kyle got to do with it?
What's Kyle got to do with what?
A young girl's drink was spiked at Shorty's nightclub last night.
Man, I haven't even had a coffee yet.
Well, she was seen talking to you before she was driven away in a van exactly like yours and raped. Does this ring any bells, Kyle?
What are you talking
Maddie,
about?
please stay out of this.
No, I won't. First you try and bust him for assault. Now he's a rapist. Is that what you're saying?
Maddie, no one, and I mean no one, is accusing him of anything. Are we, Penny?
You want to go ahead? I'll be with you in a sec.
Mrs.
Maddie,
Tree.
come on, take a seat. Yeah?
This is my daughter, Renee. It was just a terrible mix-up. Renee had arranged to stay with her dad that night. I completely forgot. It was so stupid of me.
Renee, when we spoke to the girl whose house you went to, she said you were staying at your mum's place.
I didn't actually say I was going to do that. She would have thought that, because that's what I usually do.
Why didn't you go to work?
I wasn't feeling well. I'm okay now.
Right. Well, all's well that ends well. You wouldn't mind if we, rang your ex-husband now that he's back? Just to tie up any loose ends?
No, of course not.
Well, thanks, Mr. Coney. No, don't worry about that. We're just glad she's safe and sound. Okay. Well, he's sticking to the story.
You don't buy it?
Not for a minute, do you?
Kyle, you all right?
Everything's fine.
Was he do the honours?
Yeah, thanks.
Are you letting him go?
He swears he never left the club, reckons he's got dozens of witnesses to prove it.
Mate.
Ben, he's a nice kid. I mean, do you really think Maddie would go out with a rapist?
What's nice got to do with it? I thought we were conducting an investigation here.
You'd never let your instincts out for a run when you've got nothing else to go on?
Nothing. Who says we've got nothing to go on? Look, the girl remembers being dragged into the back of a panel van. This kid owns one, and it was parked out the back of Shorty's that night. I would call that something.
He says he didn't leave the club, and he didn't lend his van to anyone.
Then I think that we should at least search his car.
Oh, this must take you back.
Oh, speak for yourself. My boyfriend had a mini moke.
What? A bit cramped. Couldn't he afford a shaggin' wagon?
He could afford it. Some people just like to do it in the great outdoors.
Do let us know if you need a hand with anything.
No, we're right, mate.
Hate to tell you, Ben, but I think you sent us on a wild goose chase.
Everything all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's hunky-dory.
Maddie, this girl's wallet and ID were found in the back of his van.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Do you think that PJ and Joe would make up something like that?
But he wouldn't do a thing like that.
Well, maybe you just don't know Kyle as well as you think you do.
No, this isn't him.
What I'm trying to say is that sharing your life with someone, it's a big commitment. Maybe you're not just ready for that yet, that's all.
Commitment.
Yeah.
You're going to tell me about commitment. Like you really committed yourself to sticking around and being my father.
Now, just a minute, young lady.
Anyway, Kyle doesn't need to spike some stupid chick's drink so he can take her out and rape her.
Maddie.
He can get all the sex he wants. From me.
So Kyle claims he has no idea how the girl's wallet ended up in his van.
Well, he tried to tell us it'd been on the ground the whole time.
Is that a possibility?
It's true we didn't actually find it in the van, but there's no way it was already there.
While he was working at the club, his keys were in his jacket pocket and they were hanging on the back of a chair.
So anybody could have taken them, finished what they were doing, put them back, and he would have been none the wiser.
That's the theory.
Well, surely we have to look at it as a possibility, don't we?
Well, he did take a break at one point.
Before or after he talked to Kerry Gill?
Don't know. There's conflicting versions between Kyle and Scott Dixon.
So I think perhaps you'd better have another word with Mr. Dixon.
Doesn't seem to be here. Honey, I didn't see him go out. Perhaps the changing rooms.
No, fine. Any ideas of one a slow base, just Scotty? It was an accident.
So that bar jumped up and wedged the door shut all by itself, did it? Right, let's see. Francis Shanahan booked out 3:30. Leo Worthington.
He's still here.
Check this out. Narelle Coney. Isn't that Renee's mother?
He should have died. The bastard deserved to. The minute I walked into that place, he started coming on to me. She came home in a terrible state. She could hardly walk, couldn't remember anything. I thought at first she might have been taking drugs.
Does she take drugs?
I don't think so. How can you tell these days? But something told me it was more than that. I took her to see Dr. Johnson, our GP. He found a bite mark on her shoulder. He thought she'd been sexually assaulted.
And what made you think that Scott Dixon was the attacker?
The one thing Renee did remember was being offered a drink by someone. He kept pestering her. This person had a stud in his nose.
Scott Dixon.
He raped her.
Some fruitcake tries to burn me to a crisp, and I'm the one you drag in here for questioning.
Fruitcake's daughter was raped, Mr. Dixon.
Yeah, what's that got to do with me?
I'll tell you what it's got to do with you. Renee Coney isn't the only girl this has happened to. Kerry Gill, name ring a bell?
That's the chick you asked me about this morning. Look, I already told you I had nothing to do with her.
You were trying to crack onto her, you admitted that.
Yeah, I try and crack onto heaps of chicks.
Including Renee Coney.
I'm trying to tell you, I go into that joint 3 nights a week, every week.
This was 2 nights ago, Scotty.
I don't remember.
Both these girls have a very clear recollection of being approached by a man with a stud in his nose. Do you want us to put you in a lineup of every man in Mount Thomas with one of those? You'd be a bit lonely there, wouldn't you?
Scotty, do you want us to bring in this girl so that you're face to face with her?
There was a girl called Renee. But she wasn't interested, I swear. She wouldn't even let me buy her a drink.
Muscular good looks notwithstanding, Mr. Dixon doesn't seem to have much luck with the ladies.
Yeah, well, it could be a motive.
Or he could be just one of those guys who thinks if you ask often enough, sooner or later somebody's going to come across.
Well, you can't ignore the connection between Scott Dixon and these 2 assault victims. It's too much of a coincidence.
Well, I'll give you another coincidence. 2 girls assaulted on consecutive nights. And who's arrived in town at the same locale in just enough time to have committed both of them?
Your future son-in-law.
That wasn't funny the first time, Jonesy.
Look, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, just try and keep it impersonal, will you?
There must be security cameras in Shorty's. Why don't we take a squeeze?
Like I said, you'd have a hard time IDing anyone from it. The cameras are there for show, mostly.
There, stop the tape. That girl there. You remember her?
No, I can't say I do.
She looks underage to me.
Yeah, I remember a nice kid. Well, I use fake IDs. I can't check everyone with a microscope.
So you were talking to her?
Yeah.
What time was that?
Must have been about 11:30. She was getting hassled by one of the punters, so I told him to leave her alone.
You're a considerate guy.
You saw what happened the other night. If you don't move quick, before you know it, you've got a blue on your hands.
So it was the same guy that was hassling her who had the fight with Kyle Madigan?
Scotty Dixon. Pain in the ass at the best of times.
But this girl didn't want to have anything to do with him.
She had more sense than that. Like I said, nice kid.
Okay, play on.
She looks pretty smashed for somebody who was refusing drinks an hour earlier.
Pause there.
Who's the hooded bloke?
Wouldn't have a clue.
Okay, 12:35. Did Kyle Madigan come back here again on the night in question?
Who knows?
It's a pity we couldn't see his face a bit better.
Exactly, could be anyone.
Except Kyle's van was definitely used the second night, so he is in the frame.
All right, have it your way. Let's talk to him.
I came back here with Maddie. She talked to her mother on the phone, and then I went to bed.
Outside, yeah, in the panel van.
Yeah. You remember?
And you're in the van all night?
Yes. What's this all about?
It's going to be a bit hard to prove that, though, isn't it, Kyle? So you could have driven off after we'd all gone to bed, and we wouldn't have been any the wiser.
You could have nicked off to the club for all we know.
No, he couldn't. He was nowhere near Shorty's that night.
How do you know, miss?
Because after you all went to bed, he snuck into the house. He was with me all night.
Maddie, look, I'm concerned for you, okay? So don't do this. Do not lie for him.
I'm not lying.
Maddie!
I can't believe you're doing this.
Look, I can understand you wanted to stick up for your
I
boyfriend,
wouldn't
but you're
expect you to listen to Kyle. You hate him. But you won't even believe your own daughter.
It's all right, babe.
Get your grubby paws off her now.
Okay. Let's get back to the station. Okay.
He's lying, and we should have brought him in for questioning.
Why? Maddie's backing him up with a watertight alibi.
A watertight alibi from a 17-year-old girl who's wrapped around his little finger.
Mate, do you really think Maddie would lie to protect him, knowing that he was a rapist?
What's this?
Maddie claims Kyle snuck back into the house the other night.
Except nobody saw him coming in or going back out.
Yeah, well, I did, actually. I went out to the kitchen for a drink. I saw him sneak in the back door into Maddie's room.
What time was this?
12:30, 1.
Oh, are you kidding? Why didn't you tell me this before?
Well, because I didn't want to be a dobber.
Listen, this guy could be a rapist.
When you think about this, when you really think about this, he couldn't.
Kerry, the guy who was pestering you to have a drink, we're pretty sure that his name was Scott. Does that ring a bell?
Yeah. That's what the other guy called him.
The other guy?
Well, he saw what was happening and he came over and told him to rack off.
What happened then?
He bought me a drink. He was really nice to me. He said that I should be careful of people like Scott.
Did he tell you his name?
I don't think so.
Would you recognise him if you saw him again?
Sorry.
So Scotty makes a pest of himself so the guy in the white hat can come along and tell him to shove off.
Like the manager did with Renee, Mr. Consideration himself.
Riding to the rescue with sympathy and a Mickey Finn, the bastard.
It's going to be hard to nail them without someone to point the finger.
I'll give them time. Scumbags like this always point the finger at themselves.
No, you must be happy that Maddie's boyfriend's off the hook, eh?
I wish I was. I'll shoot off. I've got some humble pie to eat.
Good luck, buddy.
See ya.
Thanks.
Well, we should check out those security videos again.
Yeah.
Maddie! Maddie? Maddie?
She was here about an hour ago, majorly pissed off. I told her to go home.
No, she's not there.
She's probably floating around here somewhere.
No, I've looked. She's not here. Nobody's seen her. Hey, where's the manager?
Jonathan?
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen him for ages.
Better come with me, mate. So what did she tell you?
She was raving on about setting a trap for these guys to prove I was innocent or something.
What kind of trap?
I don't know. Used herself as bait, I suppose. I wasn't paying much attention. My head was in the music.
Maddie.
I wish I'd made sure she'd gone home.
What about Scott? Was he here tonight?
Earlier on, yeah.
But you didn't see him or the manager leave?
You can't see the door from the DJ booth.
Okay, so what about your van? Where's your van?
It's over here. It's gone. My keys are gone too.
Man, Thomas, police. Where are you, Ben?
I'm at Shorty's.
He says Maddie's in trouble. She's with Scott Dixon and the manager guy.
Does he know?
Well, how do you know she's with them?
I don't. But the three of them are gone. So's Kyle's van, and Maddie was talking about setting some kind of trap.
All right, meet us at Memorial Park, mate. We're on our way.
Where is she? Where's Maddie?
No sign of her.
Well, where the hell is she then?
It's okay, please. We'll find
When?
her. I promise you.
After they've...
Okay, just calm
I'm
down.
sorry, I'm sorry.
It's
It's
okay,
just...
it's
Holy
okay.
dooly.
Just calm down. Let's think through this, okay? Okay. Somebody's stolen Kyle's van. Somebody who knew where the keys were. It's probably that Scott Dixon or that Jonathan guy.
And Maddie's missing.
Right. So they might have snatched her. Might have.
Why would they leave the car here? Why wouldn't they take that back to Shorty's?
Because they didn't want to get caught with it. So something must have gone wrong.
Well, something went wrong for somebody. I found this on the note just it's got blood on it.
Oh, Maddie, what the hell are you doing?
Okay, Benny, I need you to go back.
Help! You! What have you done to my daughter?
What are you talking about?
Where'd you get this then, hey? Shaving?
Okay. Well, give me a lift home, all right? She got the wrong idea. She went crazy. She attacked me.
Don't give me that crap. Save it for the coppers. This is the girl's father you're talking to now. Where is she?
Oh, he's gonna kill me.
You know, somebody should do something about the lighting in this park.
Yes, someone could get murdered right in front of you. You wouldn't see a thing.
She got away from us. I told Scott to leave it, but he was all charged up and went after her. He said he was going to teach her a lesson.
If he so much as lays a finger on her, take me to her now.
Ran down this way. She would have been trying to get to the street on the south side of the park.
You better not be lying to me, mate.
I'm not.
Maddie!
Get off me, you bastard!
Get off, you mongrel! What are you doing, hey? Get off! Who do you think you are? Maddie, leave it!
I just wanted to prove you didn't do it,
I
Dad.
know, sweetheart. I'm so sorry.
I thought I was out of it. Jonathan brought me a cocktail and I pretended to drink it.
I know, it's okay. You're okay. Everything's going to be all right.
Guess I was pretty stupid.
It's okay. You're all right, sweetheart. Everything's going to be okay.
What are you talking about? I told you, I never touched her. We were giving her a lift, that's all. And then she picks up this spanner all of a sudden and hits me with it.
Wasn't what you said before?
That guy had me rammed against a wall trying to choke me. I told him what he wanted to hear.
So you don't know anything about Renee Coney or Kerry Gill either?
What do they say?
Well, they can't actually help us, you see. They don't remember much. You made sure of that, didn't you?
Prove it.
See, you left your signature on both girls.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I don't bite.
We've applied to get dental imprints, but Scott Dixon is definitely our biter.
So can we charge Jonathan Maidstone with anything?
Well, we could try for abduction, but it's Maddie's word against his.
Speak of the devil. Have we got anything linking him to the other girls?
No. Are you all right, Maddie?
The doctor said she's got a few scratches and bruises, but it's mostly just a bit of a shock, eh?
Maddie, you know what you did was incredibly dangerous.
I thought you'd be happy. I got the goods on those two crooks, didn't I?
Well, there might be a few problems with that.
Hang on. Maddie?
Will this help? It was the glass Jonathan gave me. There'd still be traces of the drug in it, wouldn't there?
Yeah, there certainly would.
Not to mention our friend's greasy dabs all over it.
How's Maddie?
Fine. Sleep at the moment. It's probably best if she's not disturbed.
Okay. I've got a few things to do anyway, so we can split in the morning.
Split?
Yeah, well, Shorty's is not happening, so next stop, Melbourne.
Just like that. Does Maddie get a say in any of this?
She's my girl. Where I go, she goes.
It's pretty obvious.
You got a problem?
Yeah. My problem is that my girl was almost raped tonight, and she would never have been in that situation if you hadn't have taken her to Shorty's in the first place.
I don't believe this.
She's 17, Kyle. You put her life at risk.
No, you put her life at risk. She wouldn't have done any of that if you had have believed her about me.
Don't give me that.
Stuff this. I'm out of here. Tell Maddie I'll call her soon.
Where are you going?
Oh, deal some drugs, spike a few girls' drinks. It's the kind of guy I am.
Dad.
You should be in bed, young lady. I'll get you a cuppa or anything you need.
Dad, I'm all right. Where's Kyle?
Well, he's not here at the moment.
That's why I can't see him anywhere. Where is he?
Maddie, Kyle and I had a bit of, well, a confrontation.
You told him to leave, didn't you?
No, I didn't tell him to leave. It was his decision entirely.
I don't want you to have anything to do with my life or Kyle's ever again.
Maddie, listen to me.
I hate you. Almost as much as I hate Mum.
Sweetheart? Maddie?
Underage, as in illegal.
No, there's no one underage in here. We check all their IDs.
All right, just make sure you keep it that way.
Sorry?
All right, let's go.
Wait.
Hey, all right, you do that's enough.
All right, guys.
I said break it up. Hey, you're under arrest. Come here.
Mate, you're all right.
Do I look all right?
Hey, what's going on?
You know these two?
This one's from out of town. He's a regular.
All right, keep him under control in future or you could lose your licence. Now get him cleaned up and you're coming down the station.
That asshole was hitting on my girlfriend.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have brought her to a dive like this in the first place. Where is she now?
Leave him alone!
Maddie?
He didn't start it, Dad, I swear.
Dad?
It was that creep you let go that started it. Carl was just trying to get him out of my face.
Maddie, just stay out of this, will you?
He didn't do anything wrong, and now you treat him like a criminal.
Maddie, he belted someone right in front of me. What did you want me to do? Pretend that I didn't notice?
That slime bag got what was coming to him.
I'll take this one if you want to.
You're great, Susie, thanks. Listen, who is this guy? And what does it matter to you? What happens to him?
Are you kidding? He came across from Perth with me.
You mean as in he's with you? What did your mother have to say about this?
She had no say in it. She and Frank hated Kyle, but I thought you'd understand.
Listen, sweetheart, you're going to have to give me some time to get used to the idea, okay?
He's really intelligent, and he's got the greatest smile. You really like him, Dad.
Tell me what you're looking for. I'll help you look.
How about you tell me what you were doing at Shorty's nightclub?
What do you think I was doing there?
We'll do the questions.
Well?
I was looking for work.
Work? What kind of work do you do?
I'm a composer. Like music, you know?
Music to biff by?
I'm a DJ. I burn stuff I compose at home onto CDs, then I mix it with rap and hip-hop with a keyboard and a computer.
So did you get the gig?
The manager said he'd give me a tryout. Although, after all of this, who knows?
Well, things might be looking a bit rosier for you, Kyle, if you'd kept your fists in your pockets.
I was protecting your daughter, OK?
My daughter would not have needed protecting from anybody if you hadn't taken her to that fester pit in the first place. She's 17 years old, mate. And you may get a summons in the next couple of weeks.
Summons? What for?
Assault.
That sucks. That seriously sucks.
Oh, hang on, Maddie. I want to see what your dad's got to say first.
Rachel, what are you doing here? Did we... Yellow chicken curry, I completely forgot.
Your father and I are supposed to go to Asian cooking class.
Oh, sorry, I got caught up in all this and...
I don't need to explain. Maddie's filming with all the gory details.
OK, so you've met then?
We're all friends. And this must be the coolest guy on the planet.
I didn't say that.
I'm Marissa.
Hi, Kyle. Look, we could still make it if I just get a wriggle on here.
Don't be silly. You go home with Maddie. She's come thousands of k's to see you.
Okay, well, how about dinner tomorrow night at our place, and you guys can get a chance to meet properly.
I'd love that. We'll see you two tomorrow.
Okay, bye, Marie.
Sorry.
See you.
Okay. How about we get you home?
Kyle's got to go back to the club.
What for?
I was looking for a job, remember?
Yeah. All right, and while we're there, we'll talk to the guy you hit and ask if he wants to lodge a complaint. Oi. That must be your lucky day, sport.
What about the job? Did the manager say anything about the job?
Yeah. He said to tell you to come back tomorrow night and they'll give you a tryout.
Yes! I knew he could tell how good you were.
Okay, come on, Maddie. I'll give you a lift home if you like.
No, that's okay. I'll go with Kyle.
In this thing? Is this yours? Is it roadworthy?
I bought it from a brother. It got us all the way from Perth.